What up, guys? It is Down South Pops. Don't really have anything new. Well, I do, but I'm gonna wait for that to show that one off. When am I showing that one off? I'm showing that one off probably Saturday night, Sunday morning. Um, I want a giveaway on Whatnot. Shout out to Toy Temple. Uh, I won their mystery chase giveaway on Whatnot the other day. So I got that coming in. I got something else show off to you guys. It's actually my wife's Funko, not mine. Because I bought it for her. Let's see. I got another item from Toy Temple coming in soon. Hasn't even shipped yet. Let's see. I think that's about it. But today, what we're going to do is we're going to go over in this video today. I'm going to show off, I guess, all of my signed Funkos. And if my math is right, that's about 49 Funkos. 48, because my Frieza's not down here. There's a couple that I'm not going to show off today because I have 3 different Goku signed. Sean Shamil doesn't do quotes. And so, oh yeah, I got a few that aren't in here that I didn't grab. It's okay. I'm going to go down this list and whatever. I have some Grails in here. My Goku, it's somewhere in there, is worth like $500 right now, which is absolutely nuts to me. But whatever. I'm over it. So right now, what we're going to do, we're going to look at the first one. And whenever I didn't go get this one done personally. There's a few I didn't, like very few that I didn't go get done personally, just because I don't have the money to travel that far from Arkansas. But this one I got is my Davi. And whenever the guy that went and got it done for me asked me what quote I wanted, it took me forever to think about what kind of quote I wanted for my Davi. And I was looking through manga panels, and this one right here, it says, "I have a great name. Call me Toya." Spoiler alert, I'm not going to go any further than that. But spoiler alert, just in case you don't know, yeah, I chose that one for the quote. And since it's right here, right beside me, I'm going to go ahead and show off the other one I had done at the show he went to. And sorry, I was just making sure I had that quote right. It says, "We can't help everyone, but everyone can help someone." End quote. And I just thought that was a great quote for Minato. And so that's the one I picked. And I love Minato. I really do. He was a great Hokage. His story is... I just love him. So we're going to move on to the next one. And we're going to do everybody's favorite hero from My Hero. Deku. And I got this one signed and JSA'd. I think well, there's just a little pamphlet they put in there. Um, Not all men are created equal. And that one, I just, I just loved. Um, and so I was like, you know what? This is the perfect quote. Fits very well with the All Might quote that's in here in this big pile right beside me. I'm not going to show it to you because y'all will come at me in the comments, and I just don't want to deal with that. There's a big pile of Funkos right next to me, at least a couch seat high. And we're probably going to go through half of those today, half of those tomorrow, because I got to work tonight. I'm low on battery power, so we're going to go as far as much as we can. So we'll move right along to this loud human being, President Mike. Let's see. There he is. And this one is just, I couldn't find a good enough quote. So I went up to the voice actor and I was like, hey, look, I don't care what you put on there. Dealer's choice. I've done a few dealer's choices. I did dealer's choice for my Gear 4 Luffy and my Nightwing, which I'll probably do here in a minute. And it paid off. Totally paid off. And this one paid off too. Not going to lie. All right, next one is Billy. Yes, the OG Blue Ranger came to Sherwood, Arkansas last year. This was actually... So I had just gone to my first Comic-Con in Northwest Arkansas. And then he was coming the next weekend. So I got to meet him. And he's a genuine guy. If you've never met him, if he's coming to a town near you, which he is coming to an AVC convention soon, like in the next couple of weeks or months or two or something like that. I don't remember. But he is coming to an AVC convention. I will go find out where it is. And I will let you guys know. AVC conventions are events covering, let's see. Ooh. Texas, Little Rock, Mississippi, Mobile Bay, Alabama, and Louisiana. They have different conventions in this part of the country. Amazing events. They do a fantabulous job. I actually have the pleasure of working with them. My wife is actually the favorite child of these guys. So, yeah. They actually have a Comic-Con going on this Saturday. Yeah, Saturday the 23rd in Daphne, Alabama. We got Brittany Karbowski coming, the voice of Wendy. We got Jad Saxton coming. We also got Miss Jamie Marchi, the voice of Mount Lady, coming. And this is just a one-day event. It's their anime festival. So they're only going to be there for one day. So get your tickets, go out and see them, and have a good time. Next one we're going to move on is Mr. Rico, Mr. Mirio Tagada. This guy was a hoot to work with at the Dallas My Hero Convention in Texas in January. Like I said, I work with AVC conventions. This was the My Hero convention. Got to work with him, and he was an absolute gem of a person to work with. But the quote we got is, "I'll be a hero and save people." Of course, at the bottom it has the big three. The big three was there at the convention, and so I got all of them to write the big three on the side or the front of the Funko. Yes, I know it's special edition sticker. It's okay. I'm happy with it. That's all that matters. Next, we have Fugitive Toys exclusive. All for one. There's nothing I can say about this one. All of these signatures, all of these quotes have a special meaning to me. And Mr. Swayze was a very awesome person to work with. The quote on there says, "I will obliterate everything you protected." And then on the side, yeah, I got him to put the League of Villains on the side of it, which was awesome for me. Because I'm trying to get all the League of Villains to put on there on the side. League of Villains. My Dobby doesn't have it because I didn't come up with this idea till after I'd already sent him off and was at a different Comic Con. So I'll get that fixed sooner or later. But I'm not going to pay $80 just to have 3 words on there. So, anyways, I'm going to move on to Mr. Compress. Dress for the murder you want to commit, not the one you already done. Did he finish that quote? He ran out of room. It's okay. I know what it means. We're just going to keep moving, guys. All right, next up is this bad boy from Dallas Fan Expo last year, my Batman Beyond, signed by Kevin Conroy. Yeah, getting the chance to meet him, growing up watching him play Batman. Was amazing. I really didn't have a Batman pop at the time that I wanted. Like, yeah, I have plenty of Batman. I don't even have that many Batman pops, honestly. But because of the box, the gold lettering, the exclusivity of this pop, this is the one I chose. So we're going to move right along. And I'm sorry if I'm going fast, guys. Again, I work overnight, so I've been up since like 2 o'clock yesterday, unfortunately. So we're going to go until maybe my battery dies on my computer. Because what I'm doing is I have all my Funko Pops that are signed on my computer in an Excel spreadsheet, but I'm now going through and putting the quotes and stuff. So That's why it's kind of taking me a minute to do all these. But here is Zach, signed by Walter Jones. Um, he was actually one. This is actually one of the first ones I had signed. This was at Northwest Arkansas Comic Con last year, and I was so nervous meeting him along with Austin St. John, the original Red Ranger. Just being 30 years old, watching these guys basically be my idol as a kid. Yeah. But I also have, I forgot I had this one. Don't know if y'all can see it very well. A Stash Loot New York Comic Con 50-piece signed Walter Jones Power Ranger card with his mask and the mastodon on the back. This guy sits right here, so I'll never forget where it is. So now we're going to go to the Nightwing. This is the other one I did. I guess I'm going to call it quote roulette. I don't know what else to call it. But went up to him and I was like, hey, you have a lot of good quotes. And this was actually my first quote roulette. And I was like, dealer's choice. And he said, I'm perfectly fine with that. And I have one in mind if it'll fit. And it says, things change, I changed. That's perfect. That describes Nightwing to a T. If you've watched him in The Batman, if you've watched him in Young Justice, if you've watched him read about him in the comics, it describes him to a T. So that's why that quote in particular was perfect for him. Okay, so next up is probably one of my favorite signed funkos, like all time that I have. Yeah, I'll be brave enough to say my favorite Funko that I have signed. Because I grew up watching this show with my aunt, and so the quote says, someone once told me that the essence of heroism is to die so others can live. That's the quote. And kind of a funny story. These quotes, like I said, mean a lot to me. I actually go and research them. Like, do I want this one? Do I really want this one? Yes, I do. No, I don't. I go back and forth a lot. And die so others can live. Whenever I gave Steven the sticky note to write this quote, or to copy this quote from, he just looked at me. He was like, this is a legit quote, dude. I was like, I know, I picked it out. And he just, because he's always done, you have failed this city or some other stuff, and this one just, it describes to me it describes the growth of the character. So, and eventually that one's going to go into a $7 a pop hard stack when I can afford them, essentially. Let's see. Let's go with this one. So I actually have two Tenyas signed. And like I said, I researched my quotes. And this one says, this one in particular, because it is Ingenium in his full outfit. Ingenium is a hero who will run everywhere to grab the hand of a lost child. And that is a quote from the manga. Um, he looked at me, he's like, he doesn't say this. I'm like, oh no, he does, but not yet. Um, he was like, huh, okay, whatever. Um, he asked me why I chose these quotes, and I basically told him, I was like, you have a lot of good quotes, but this one is the one because he's in his Ingenium costume. It's the perfect one for him. He was like, yeah, I agree. So that's the story behind that one. I'm also just telling you guys a story, um, just because these pops are awesome. And speaking of my Tenya, there's the other one, right there. Uh, so we're gonna go ahead and mark this one off. And let me look at this quote real fast. Sorry, I had to go pause the video because I had to go find this quote. How could we possibly smile tomorrow knowing that we're not helping a friend in need today? And again, that's a manga quote. And I love manga quotes because it shows the growth of these guys and the friendship of Class 1A. I'm not going to lie. So I'll be right back, guys. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I had to type that in real fast. Let's go with one of the. Okay, let's go with this one real fast. Is that one even up in here? Yeah, it has to be. Okay. This is my Ichigo chase. I just had Johnny just put, Bankai and his signature on it. The quote for this one is actually on my Hollow Ichigo. So, whenever I get to that one, we'll show it off. So I also got my glow in the dark Todoroki signed. Don't blame me for what happens next. Um, so along with Colleen, I had him do um, Dealer's Choice because that's just easier to do. So this is one of my most recent signed My Hero Pops, Ichiro Unbreakable by the very popular Justin Hook Cook, also known as Yusuke Urameshi from Yu Yu Hakusho. Great guy, Arkansas native, Woo Pig Suey. Did not know that till I was talking to him at Dallas Fan Expo, and he said he was from Arkansas. I was like, wait, what? Really? Yeah. I had no idea. It's funny, in Northwest Arkansas, his sister and niece came to the show. I got to escort them to his table and stuff. And he was like, oh, guys, this is my sister, my niece, yada, yada, yada. It was very cool to just to get to bring him to his family to him, for him. So I will forever treasure being able to do that for him. But next one, and this one is my other most recently signed Funko. Sorry. And it's not even on here. I'm not a bad person. Then again, I'm not a good person either. I love Twice. Twice was probably one of the best villains there or in the show. I hate that what happened. Well, it's already in the show, so I hate that they killed him off. But it is what it is. They need to bring him back already. That's all I'm going to say about that. Next one is my wife's. And I'll have to look up what that quote is because I couldn't tell you what it is because I can't read it. But my wife got to meet Neville Longbottom last year. It's kind of her birthday present, kind of our anniversary present, because we were there. We were at the Arkansas Comic Con on her birthday. We were at the Dallas Fan Expo on our wedding anniversary. So, yeah. Anyways, next one. She loved it. She got to see all sorts of stuff. Meet all these different actors. Don't ask me who it was. One of the doctors from Doctor Who. My wife is deaf, for those of you that don't know. I don't think I've talked about it much. My wife is deaf, so she was signing something to me at Neville's table, and one of the doctors from Doctor Who was right next to us, and he started signing to her, and my wife was just head over heels for that because no one knew that he could sign. And, it made her feel good because, he spotted her and was like, oh, hey, let me sign. And, yeah, so. Next up, we're going to do Ryuku. The Ryuku agency will take care of this villain. So, yeah. I actually have a buddy that um, I kind of dragged him to Dallas with me, and for the Comic Con, and he had a ton of pops, like maybe 30, 40 pops that he got signed that day. And yeah, so we had a blast. We have a blast whenever we go do these things. We put in our work, we put in our effort. Um, we do what we do best, take care of you, make sure everybody's safe, and then we have fun on Sundays. So here is the Dragon Shield Red Ranger. Um, I'm going to try and move my phone back because this is kind of cool. Didn't realize this whenever I was pulling these pops. I also have the Green Ranger signed. But not only do I have the Green Ranger signed, I have the White Ranger and the Dragon Zord signed. So, yeah. I got to meet Jason or Austin St. John, sorry, at Northwest Arkansas Comic Con last year. He was actually the first one I went to. So technically, he was the first signed pop I ever owned. And then, gosh, back in January, I got to meet the Green Ranger. Yeah. My brain's fried right now. It's 8:40 in the morning. I've been up for a while. So yeah, meeting him was awesome. Um, Funny story. I was so nervous and shaken that I actually dropped the Green Ranger. It didn't get a ding on it or anything, but my hands were shaking. Just being able to meet someone, like I've said, someone from my childhood. It was, it was awesome. All right, next one up is the GameStop exclusive Himiko Toga. I really couldn't figure out which one of these of the three that I have that I wanted to get signed, so I just picked one at random. But the quote says, "I want to be more like the people I love." And no spoilers, but you've got to read the manga. That's all I'm going to say on that one, guys. Because her character development is growing and it's getting really good. The next My Hero one we are going to do is Midnight. And it says, now I'm going for the ultra thin style. Yeah. It's kind of hard to find a good quote for this one. Because there were so many quotes. All right. We're going to do this. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 more Funkos, and then we're going to call today's video, wrap up today's video. Because I still got a few more over there to go through. So, next up on the big three is Nejire Hato. And it says, regretting something and getting frowny doesn't change things. And on the side, the big three. She was a jewel. Um, I don't know what to say, guys. I love these quotes that I get to come up with. Um, so yeah, there is Nejire. The next one we're going to do is I got this one signed last year. And just a side note, a little bit of a plug in here. I have the Hot Topic exclusive Bakugo signed with Clifford's, regular die and his signature and his little art like this right here. It is going up for sale on my Whatnot and my Macari. We're going to do 180 for it. So hit up my Whatnot and check it out. I got some other stuff up there that, Dallas Fan Expo is coming up in 2 months? I need some money, y'all. But this one is another manga quote, and it says, "Do you your worst, you all might wannabe," and kind of funny story on this one. I had Clifford sign that last year and told him where it was from. He was like, okay, I think he reads the manga. And then I took it over to Chris Sabat. I worked with Chris the week prior at Arkansas Comic Con, so kind of knew him. He knew my face at least. I showed it to him and his manager, and Chris's reaction was priceless. Chris loves his fans. He loves what he does. Even though he's Vegeta and he's a big bad meanie sometimes. He's a good guy. Speaking of Chris, there's the All Might. The OG Funimation All Might. And yeah. Just, I wish they had come out with the New York Comic Con All Might. Yeah, New York Comic Con All Might sooner, because this quote would have fit perfectly with that pop, because he says it right there. So, yeah. But it's okay. I'll get him to sign another one for me. It's funny. I have All Might signed. I'm getting a Zoro signed soon. But I don't have a Vegeta signed. I have 5 or 20 Vegetas up there. It's crazy. But this is the last one for today. People ask me, do you want it personalized? I don't care. Because with the exception of that Bakugo that I'm selling, I'm not selling the rest of my signed funkos. I'm not that stupid. Because too much time and money. I mean, granted, this one's 300, this one's 300, that one's 300, that one's 300, my Goku's 500. Could I make my money back? Oh, definitely. Most definitely. But I like these characters too much. What's another thing that's funny is that I can't watch regular anime anymore. It has to be in Japanese. Because whenever I was watching the One Piece movies yesterday, and Zoro was talking, all I heard was Chris's voice. I don't think he does much, but that's all I heard. When Luffy, Colleen Clinkenberg, Beard, Luffy, and Momo from My Hero. All I hear is Colleen. Like, all I hear is these regular, everyday people now. It's ruined anime for me. Oh well. I'll be okay. Last but not least, where is it? Let's all work hard together and laugh together again. Yeah. Miss Lucy is awesome. I've had the pleasure of working with her once or twice. She's an absolute jewel to work with. I can't say enough nice things about her. You know. So yeah. But guys, this video is like at 41 minutes now. We're going to wrap it up. Could do some more, but it's about my bedtime. I will be back tomorrow with more signed pops that we're going to show off. We've gotten through a majority of them, half of them at least. And like I said, I'm going through with my computer right beside me, making sure I got everything signed I need signed, or that I want signed, and it's all added up in here. So, you guys have a wonderful day. I hope you have a great Easter, and I will catch you guys tomorrow.